Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like nobody really wants to see a road layout.
Yeah, so this is the road layout that I decided to go with. Something nice and simple, something that actually shows, the progression of the city. My goal really isn't to create an absolutely humongous city, at least at the start. Over here, this is going to be our industry. Just something light. I'm not saying tiny. I feel like the city of Bovidae would definitely rely heavily on industry, but I also feel like that they would manufacture and produce a lot of their goods. So I decided to add in some, at least right now, they are stone mines. And we're going to eventually, as we unlock some more industry, we're going to be upgrading them with some coal and ore. So I want to explain how I think that this is going to work. So right here, this is our main street, which is Meadow Street right here. Now, something that I wish it did was I wish I could take Spring Lane and kind of make that part of Meadow Street, but it doesn't seem like I can do that. I think it's because I placed this road first. But I think what we could do instead, we could name this, could hit this with a main street. So this street is going to be our main street, and then this one, I want to say is going to be our second street. It's right off of our main arterial, our main street, but it's not quite the main street. I feel like this might have some lower density buildings, but I don't really think that a downtown would be formed here. Downtowns typically aren't formed where the city's founded, unless if it's like, well, I mean, not even Manhattan, like Manhattan isn't even the place where they founded New York City. So, anyways, let's get down to business. First thing, I actually forgot a couple of things real quick. We are going to go ahead and add in some roads right here, and then let's just go in. Just for shiggles and gets, we're going to go in and add in this. I feel like this would be a nice area to put some nice, simple little row homes. And hey, you know what? We can even connect it up to here because after all, these are our local roads and we want to make sure that there's a good amount of vehicle access. So yeah, this looks pretty well connected up. I mean, if you guys have any suggestions, screenshot it and then suggest it to me. But otherwise, we are going to continue with this build. So, what are the plans here? Well, a big plan that I want to do is actually figure out where we're going to put all of our commercial. My first idea, of course, is over here and along 2nd Street as well. I also added up all of our utilities. We have a nice transformer station as well as a small water tower and a sewage plant. Anyways, let's get to zoning. So, I actually don't want to start off with the main city here real quick. I do want to over here in our industrial era. So we have quite a lot of things. We have unoccupied buildings and local demand. This is just the thing that you start with in the base game. And, I originally my idea was, we go in at the prop and, plop the growables. We could go in, we could pop, 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 pop. For now, however, I do think that it would be a good idea just for us. Of course, in the future, we can change this, but I think for now, we're going to go ahead and add in some industry here. Now, a couple people might question, hey, why am I leaving these 4 squares here? You could add in some really nice industry here. A big reason for that is because I want there to also be some commercial zones as well. Commercial zones near industry is not something that is completely unheard of. In fact, it is pretty common to see it, especially along areas where a lot of people are working. Think about it, right? It's your lunch break, you're hungry, you want to go get a slice of pizza, you want to go get a coffee in the morning before you head to work. It just makes it a lot more accessible, and it looks like this thing seemed to have broken. I think we could just rezone. Yeah, we just rezone that. No biggie, no biggie. Seem to have done it there too. That's a strange thing. I've never actually seen that before. But anyways, yeah, it's a nice pedestrian path. Maybe this will be an industrial park in the future. I don't really see it being that though. Who really knows? I also added in this, some semi-truck access, and we're just gonna go ahead and zone in every full block like this right here. And you know what? Nah, we're not gonna zone in this just quite yet. I can fiddle around with this later. And then let's go ahead, let's zone in some more right here. Just maybe these are some local storage units. Nothing too crazy here. I think we're gonna make this 3 instead because, if it's 2, then I'm gonna show you what 2 by 2 looks like for those who haven't really played the game in a while. They're a little funny looking. If you add some decorations, you can make it look nice, but if they're just stacked together, they look weird, especially industrial storage for agriculture. These are the only things where it actually fits, but we don't have any industry. Right now, we would end up getting these. Industrial storage for ore. We're going to get a lot of storage units here. That's definitely something that I am, without a doubt, expecting. You know, I actually think we're going to go ahead and zone in just a couple of these areas. Nothing, you know, keep it light, keep it light. I think we're going to fill in a lot of these areas with trees. You know, I think that that's nice. I do plan on making this an industrial park at some point, or somewhat of a city service center in the near future. But for now, I think that's about it with our industry. So let's move on over to our commercial. Now, our commercial is something that made me scratch my head a little bit. But don't worry, it's nothing too crazy. I don't plan on having it to be anything too crazy. We're going in the light today, okay? We're gonna go in and, you know, I kind of want to look at the southwest here. Just take a quick gander. We can do this by pressing the filters on the Find My mod, and then we can do the USA Southwest pack. It looks like we got a couple of options. I do want it to be a level 1. So if I just press here, level 1, it'll zone them all by level 1. Now, this is a pretty cool little building. I kind of like this. The only problem that I have with this is that there is parking here. Now, the biggest reason why I want there to not be buildings that already have parking lots, because there's parking here, and it can cause a lot of traffic to back up. Ask me how I know. That's happened in Stoner County. But a building like this might work because it's off of the main arterial, and actually, I kind of like it. So let's go ahead and place this. After all, North America in general is known for their drive-thrus. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna place this down, and this is gonna be kind of its own building. Now it just looks like a nice little McDonald's, which I think looks pretty cool. This actually looks exactly like a McDonald's, which is pretty nice. I think we're gonna add in a nice pedestrian path right here. I think we're gonna add in some pedestrian paths wherever we see a crosswalk of sorts. And then, you know, why the hell not? Let's add in one right here as well, just to kind of make this its own little thing. And this one will upgrade as we progress through the city, which I think is kind of nice. Now, let's go ahead and let's zone up some other areas. Just so then I don't get that condemned building, I'm just going to go ahead and fill this up with low density. Something that I don't want to have happen is I do not want this square to be taken up at all. The reason for this is because there's going to be homes here, and the last thing that you probably want is for people to have to deal with the noise of commercial. Typically this isn't a problem, especially in smaller cities, but you know, it can definitely get out of control, and it can actually lead to some noise complaints, at least in City Skylines too. In real life, people don't really care that much, and in fact, people love commercial areas. I love living near commercial, it's great, it's so convenient. I live near a gas station, it's awesome. Cumberland's is on top. Now, I do think that a store is definitely in order. The only issue is that this building's a little small, but that's okay. We can make some nice room for it. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to remove some of these buildings right here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to zone in this. So this one kind of looks like a little supermarket. And yeah, I kind of like it. I like the idea of this whole building kind of being its own thing, kind of extended off of, you know, like these two buildings, they're kind of their own thing. And then we'll add in some nice things right there. Again, I'm noticing this little glitch right here. I'm not really too sure what that is. I'm sure I could fix it in the future, but I don't know. I know that once the building levels up, then, you know, everything's just gonna break up. And right now what I'm noticing is that you can't actually zone this up because the whole building is in actually part of it. Part of the road, that is. The zoning blocks don't go that far. So I think once we upgrade this to a 4-lane road, we might be able to squeeze this in. Alright, so I seem to have actually fixed it. Yep, it's done. All I had to do is move Belmont Street. It's at a pretty nasty angle, but I think that's, yeah, we just do that. I mean, after all, this is the edge of town. Where are you gonna go? Into the river? If anything, this is probably a safer bet anyways. Yeah, so anyways, we have this little supermarket-esque area situated. I think a 4-lane road would probably suit it a little bit better. I kind of like the idea of a stoplight being right here. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people here would probably grocery shop and then they would go home. I feel like it would just make a lot more sense that way. But I don't know. I think we're gonna keep it, especially because I have not leveled up the town enough to be able to do that. So that's fine. I think maybe we could continue the theme with the low density, but I also want some northeastern as well, level 1. These are pretty darn cool. I mean, look at these. Oh yeah, this one fits beautifully in with the rest. And it's completely low too, so that's pretty sick. I like that. Oh, I also like this one too. I think we're gonna throw this one in here too. This kind of looks like a little farmer's market. Yeah, let's keep that in there. And then let's also put down, I'm thinking, ooh, these look beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. I'm gonna go ahead and fill in all of these areas, and we'll be right back. Now I've placed down all of the buildings that I'd like to have placed, and ooh, I'm not gonna press play just yet. We have nobody living here in the town of Bovidae, but that can be fixed quite promptly once we get some homes down. Now, in my opinion, I feel like to start out, we should be building some nice southwest suburban style homes that have, you know, a nice low style to them. Now, I'm looking for quite dense here. I'm thinking like 2x2 even. But then again, I feel like 4x4 could probably work just for now. Actually, let's go 2x3. I think this one, yeah, this one looks pretty nice, because then I won't need to build it off of our collector road over here. No, we're not keeping it. I'm sorry, we're pulling a little bit of a mulligan here. I'm not doing this. I originally, my original idea was like, okay, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something different. No, that's not gonna work. Instead, I think we're gonna be mature about it. We're just gonna place down some southwest homes just like that. I think that makes a lot more sense. And however it places, that's however it places. And then, you know what the heck, we're gonna go ahead and place down some southwest homes right here as well, because, I mean, we're gonna end up putting row homes here anyways, so we might as well just fill in the gap. And we're gonna leave this gap a little empty. Like, the one thing I don't want, I want this to kind of be its own standalone thing. I mean, I even placed down a 4-lane road just so then this area could actually, you know, like stand out a little bit. You know, this is like the town grocery store. It's like the equivalent of like a Cumberland. You know, I'm just from New York. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning a Cumberland. They're everywhere, man. It's like bad how like out there they are. And now all we have to do is take all these buildings and basically just put them over there as well. But first, of course, we're gonna go ahead and zone in our southwest, because I love the southwest. I love the style of homes that they give us. This is definitely one of the best packs that I've seen in quite some time. You know what? I think we're gonna upgrade this road. No, because then we would have a 4-way. It'd be like a whole thing. Yeah, no, let's not do that. And then let's go ahead and place down, of course, some northeastern level 1 buildings as well. And we're gonna do basically the same thing here, but just in a bit of a different orientation, just so we can get a nice look to it. There we go, that looks pretty nice. We're gonna add some waterfront homes right here as well. I feel like that just kind of makes sense, at least a little bit. And let's hope that the fruits of my labor were worth it. And we're gonna hit play and let all this fill in. And it looks like we have reached milestone 1, which makes us a tiny village. Ooh, we've unlocked the church inn. That sounds quite fun. Maybe we should place that down. Oh wait, it's the UK pack, meaning that you bring in basically everything is unlocked from the get-go. I guess we could place down some of them. They make some things pretty fun. So, ooh, a small petrol station. I think that looks pretty cool. What's the UK pack give us? It actually gives us quite a bit here. I definitely like the idea of the UK small petrol station. Yeah, let's place that bad boy down right here. That one gives us 1%, negative 1% import cost and 1% attractiveness. Absolutely, we'll place that down. We also have the Y Machien du Pub. Yes, I think we should definitely place this down as well. Another standalone building that I think we should place maybe towards the edge of town. Actually, no. Give it its own little area right here. Oh, I like that. That looks really nice. They serve beverages and they produce entertainment. It also has about the same exact, yeah, has the same exact effects, except this is 500 meters instead of 1 kilometer. So you know what we're actually gonna do? We're gonna place this down here, so then instead a lot of these people can have more well-being in their area. And it looks like we are finally able, and it looks like we have most of our homes filled in now, which I think is really, really awesome. I mean, oh, look at how this place is coming out to be. We have around 230 people living here so far. We're in a bit of the red, but I think that's okay as long as we keep taxes at around 10%. I'm pretty sure we're able to get some nice demand going. And you know what? I think we're going to actually build in just one more area while all this is building in. I think we're going to add in a nice little area for some row homes right here. So we're gonna go out about 48 meters here, and then around 48 meters here, and then we're gonna go ahead and just connect this up like so. And this is where our row homes are gonna be. Just a small little, you know, apartment-ish complex, you know, nothing too crazy. It's gonna have a bit of pedestrian access, so we're just gonna place down some nice little paths right here, just along here and here, and then just across here like so. This is definitely a nice place where you can put some good old row homes. Place down some medium density. Ooh, look at that, filled in pretty much perfectly. RNG experience right there. Make sure all of them are the same length, except for these ones. They are special to me. And then just these guys right here. Yeah, that's pretty nice. I like that. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do, we're gonna go ahead and add in a parking area right here. Even though this looks a little ugly, we can definitely make it work. So let me do that, turn off snapping. Oh yeah, we could totally fit in a good parking lot. Because the last thing I want to do is spend money on a parking lot, like an actual like parking lot asset, because then that'll make everything expensive and everybody's gonna hate me. And as the mayor of this city, I don't want that to happen. It'll make me cry and scream. So there we go, we have a nice little parking lot in here, so people will hopefully not feel as inclined to park on the road. This might cause a bit of backup here, but I don't really think it'll be too much of a problem. Nothing that we can't manage. And let's add in, yeah, let's add in that. Look at that! Now people are parking there, which I think is pretty awesome. Look at that! And all of our homes are now filled in. We're making a decent amount of money now, and bam, there we go. Now we are officially in the green. Does not mean that we get to spend a boatload of money because we are kind of like teetering a little. We're gonna go ahead and fill in the rest of these with some nice row homes, and I think that that's where we could probably call it a day here. And then going in with a nice parking lot, and both for employees of the businesses and also the people that live here as well. Again, we're trying to prevent people from parking here as much as possible. Oh my goodness. Look at this giant grinding machine that we have right here. Imagine you're just living right here and then this is what you wake up to. I mean, right now that's what the city of Bovidae is gonna be a lot like. Oh, look at that, we've unlocked milestone 2. We also have some custom ploppable zoning blocks. We're not gonna be really using them too much in at least this episode, but maybe soon we'll use them for this. But we also have some nice residential blocks. Look at that, isn't that pretty freaking cool? I really like that. I really like this mod. Absolutely, I do. But we also do have some more unlocks. Some medium density housing right here. I do like the idea of some medium density being right here. The only thing that I want to happen is a nice solid. You know what? Instead, we can just go ahead and we can place it down ourselves. We can go ahead and do that. Let's go medium right here, and then we have southwest. Oh yeah, look how beautiful these look. Oh, goodness. Ooh, I love this. Yeah, let's place that down. How many people does that fill? 38 households. That will definitely take care of our household needs without a doubt. Oh yeah, look at that. People are just flooding in. People are so excited to be living here. People are so absolutely happy. And it is so nice to see people actually utilizing these. Some people are utilizing the side of the road, but I mean, you know, that's fine. And look at that. We got 60 residents who can live here, which is absolutely amazing. I think we're gonna go ahead and move this. I want this to kind of be its own little thing like this. Oh yeah, look at that. That is absolutely beautiful. We have people parking along the main streets. All of our businesses are currently filled out, all working at 100% efficiency, which is absolutely amazing, as well as this one. This is one that I want to try and keep alive and it is called Wingbacks, and they sell electronics. Funny enough, you'd think that they would sell wings, but no, they do not. They sell electronics of all things, but that's okay. I want to see if any of these are empty. I'm not expecting them to be. Oh, yeah, no, we got 2 of them that are still needing to be filled in. That's perfectly fine. And then we have, yeah, it looks like these aren't very popular. I mean, they don't look super popular. These look like a dual business, so maybe, you know, just gotta give it some time. But yeah, this is really, really nice. I really, absolutely do love the way that we have started out this city here. I'm gonna go ahead and go AFK and grind some money, perchance. I don't think I'm actually going to. I don't think that would be a good idea. But it looks like that this is a beautiful place to leave off for today's episode. We've created some nice industry. We've created a nice little starter neighborhood here with a nice little custom-ish building layout here. I definitely think I did a little bit more than some other content creators would have done on the first episode. And, you know, hey, this is the first time that I'm actually committing to building a huge city, utilizing mods, but also utilizing the Economy 2.0 patch, because I'm excited to get into this. I think that there's a lot of work to be done. The ideas are flowing through my head right now, and I cannot wait to see you guys join me. Until next time, everybody, my name is Brett, and if you like this video, leave a like, subscribe, comment down below what you want to see next. After all, it's free, it doesn't hurt anybody, and hey, if you don't like it, you can always leave. As always, everybody, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, stay frosty, stay curious, and yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you guys on the flip side.